Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Triangle Strategy, and we just finished the Battle of Booker's Brigade, so we're going to continue on from here. I don't remember if Chapter 9 had a Part 3 or not, but we might be going into Chapter 10.
House Wolford, eager to report House N's illicit dealings to Hyzant, rebuffs an attack from Booker, Sorsley's loyal assistant, and gains entry to the city. Alas, Camsel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorsley's misdeeds.
Okay. In the shadows of suspicion. Chapter 10. Let's go.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolford to so much as entertain the idea.
What's their
The
game?
Wolforts are formidable, always striving to do the right
They
thing.
seem like they're a step ahead of us, like they wanted
Which
us
is
to do
also
this.
what makes them so easy to manage.
Yeah.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
He's an interesting character.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, why ever not?
A little bit of spice there amongst the seven.
Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Wow, this is news to us.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
So Camzel and Exam really don't like Edor, so it seems like those two are kind of against Edor and Sorsley. Sorsley's doing his own thing, but I find that interesting that they really don't like Edor. Alright. Hold on, let's look at the War Chronicle. Okay, interesting. So we haven't... Alright, so we're on this path. We're going to have some kind of choice here in the middle that's going to be different. So we've actually got a while before we meet back into the center line. So yeah, we're going to have lots of new story coming up. Alright, cool. Citadel of the Sands. Within the Citadel of the Sands, Tenebris finds Sorsley in high spirits. We don't know much about Tenebris either, to be honest with you.
Well, if it isn't Tenebris. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
I love this voice actor.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolford is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebris.
Okay, lots of politics going
Do
on here.
not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn
So
you.
Tenebris is with Sorsley.
Your
then.
dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebris?
If he has to, I think he will.
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
Yeah, we'll see about that, my friend. Okay. So there's nothing else on the map. So I guess Serenoa is going to search for evidence to indict Sorsley, but will he find it in time? Got ourselves an investigation. Let's go.
Sorsley may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Camsell requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Esfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Have you managed to reach Minister Exham?
Regrettably, I have not.
I would prefer to have him in our corner, but we haven't the time. We shall collect the evidence and testimony ourselves.
He must be purposefully keeping his distance.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie. If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorsley until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
Time to gather some testimony as to Sorsley's crimes. Yeah, in this route, we've spent lots of time here. I'm afraid I'm closed for the day. Need to balance the ledger, you see. Do come again. All right. There's a woman living near the ministry whose life is consumed with rumors of all sizes and sorts. Okay, there's a lead. She always has some fresh morsel or other. It would behoove you to speak with her. All right. A rumor monger, you say? Then I should very much like to speak with her. Yes, thank you. Alright, I want to be super careful on this investigation and make sure that I, talk to people multiple times and, go back and forth if I have to. I feel like it might be important on this one. We're looking for a rebel who was last seen in this area. Have you any memory of such a person? No, I'm afraid not. A rebel? I mean, they couldn't possibly mean, you, right, Quarantine? Because you came with us with permission. And am I wrong in remembering? I believe that I believe they captured, or the guy died that was the other mage that we fought on this map. See the shiny, there it is. Okay, some quality timber, we'll take it. Not now, I have more pressing concerns at present. A rebel, he's labeled as a rebel. Okay. The damn officer hunting me like a dog. If he would but leave this place, I could return to my home. Okay, that's a huge lead too. So maybe if we can get that guy to leave, maybe we can get some information out of this guy? It's all hearsay, but I understand Esfrost occupies Glenbrook. The kingdom is a den of iniquity, it's true. Their lack of adherence to the goddess's teachings has no doubt brought this fate upon them. Esfrost boasts of their freedom from the mountaintops, yet it is only ever the rich and powerful that rise to the top of this wretched duchy. While here in Hyzant, all are equal under the goddess's watchful eye, and all may live in peace. I scarcely need ask, but which nation in your estimation has the right of it? Neither. Neither, the kingdom of Glenbrook, which I served. Best you both. Talking shit, baby. Oh, don't make me laugh. The very notion of a nation conquered by Esfrost being in the right is pure folly. It was turning away from the goddess's teachings that brought this fate upon them. They would have driven Esfrost from their shores had they but embraced her. So this is how the faithful of Hyzant think. guys are basically saying the same shit as usual. If you're not here to enter the source, then I shall hear you out. What is it you wish to know? I hear tell of a secret ledger for salt shipments. Does this sound familiar? This seems a little forward, but... Secret ledger? I've heard of no such thing. Now be on your way. You're interfering with my duties. Can we talk to him again? Why guard the entrance so closely? Is there something you wish to hide? Not that I wish to hide, no. I abhor keeping secrets, and in all honesty, I can look the other way no longer. Swear to me you'll not enter the source and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer, different from the one we see during the day, carry salt off at night under cover of darkness. I confess I received payment in exchange for my silence, but I know not from whom. Not as though it matters, my conscience withers and rots just the same. Another vendor, in the middle of the night. Highly suspicious. I shall make note of that. I'd wager that this person is involved in Sorsley's illegal enterprise. Okay. That's some good info. Okay, we got what we needed from that guy. Okay. Paralysis recovery. Mr. Exam is occupied for the moment. If you've business with him, I bid you write him a letter. A letter that presumes I have something to write with. That Lila over there? Only the most righteous who embrace her with all their heart will be afforded her blessings and guidance. Yep, it's Lila. Damn. Best design in the game, in my opinion. Freaking love her, dude. Love her and hate her. Wish she could join us, man. I've learned that my secretary was investigating Minister Sorsley as well. Surely he left some notes in his journal. You have my blessing to read it if you find it. The goddess tolerates much in the search for the truth. Okay. The Saintly Seven have been recognized by the goddess of salt herself and are tasked with leading the faithful of Hyzant. Atop this order sits the Holy One, who enjoys the privilege of hearing the goddess speak in her own words. The Holy One then disseminates her words to the Saintly Seven, who hand them down to the people, thus granting the Holy State her blessings. I of course take pride in the uniquely superior construction of our society, but how do you as an outsider find it? It has advantages and disadvantages like any other. I hesitate to call it superior. You have my attention, good sir. Do tell us what precisely you find lacking. Take, for example, the Holy One, a singular, exalted presence with no line of succession, as you'd find in other nations. Does this not cause strife among the remaining members of the Seven, as each and every one vies to be chosen to succeed them? Your fears are misplaced, sir. Yes, there was a period of confusion some 30 years prior when the Holy One passed. I cannot deny it. But the goddess soon eased our suffering and troubles, and trouble has not visited us since. The Saintly Seven shared the burden and worked tirelessly for the good of the people, obviating the need for any messy struggles. Yes, so your dogma tells us, though I think you'll find this does not account for human nature, which is not so easily controlled. Okay, can we go in there? Only those who have official business with the ministry may enter. If you've no appointment, I must ask you to leave. But I have Lila's blessing. Okay, so we need to find that journal. Gotta keep an eye on these rooftops. Oh my. Oh, hey buddy. How you doing? It's Claris. Illegal Where is all this talk coming from? I will not stand for these absurd accusations. What proof have you? I hear rumors of irregular salt shipments. So an unsavory character is making off with Salt, you say? I confess that not even I had noticed, if what you say is true. Though I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would you get this smuggled salt to Esfrost in the first place? Okay. What action do you expect me to take if you have not followed every lead? I wish to stamp out criminal activity, however I can, but I will not bring charges against anyone. Oop, my bad. Did not mean to do that. But I will not bring charges against anyone with little more than rumors. Yes, but it would also be best not to let sleeping rumors lie. Keep digging and keep me apprised of any new information you may find. I am eager to be of service. Okay. Now, Okay. Oh! That's what I was wondering. I was like, okay, are there going to be any doors that we can enter? Turns out the answer to that is yes. I understand you are aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzant. I should like to hear more about them. You wish to hear the popular rumors of Hyzant? You needn't have been so coy. Oh, where to begin, where to begin? Have you heard the tale of the vanishing vessel? It arrives at the port in secret only to vanish as quickly and quietly as it came. A ship that disappears in the night. The how of their salt exports had eluded me until now. Perhaps they were carrying it on this ship that she speaks of. Okay. All this talk of ghost ships chills me to the bone. Goddess forbid. Okay. So that's our second piece. Now, clearly, there has got to be something. I think there's going to be a third piece involved with this rebel. I wonder if we can find a way to get that guard to go away. We also need to find the notes. Oop, I bet you that's it. This must be the journal Lila's secretary keeps. Looks like he underlined something here for emphasis. I find Sorsley N's recent behavior highly irregular and improper. He took a meeting with Glenbrook officials in secret wherein he dispersed generous bribes. Bribing Glenbrook officials? This is extremely valuable evidence. I must make note of it. Added Lila Secretary's journal to notes. Yes. Okay. HP recovery pellets. Anything else? Alright. Cool. I think we're good there. Not now. I have more pressing concerns at present. Damn officer hunting me like a dog. Okay. Am I the one who just wants to go home? Perhaps this rebel will provide me with some information if I can convince this guard to move. I did see someone rather suspicious leaving the city. You what? Thank you, good sir. You've done a good deed this day. Have I now? Have I? Alright, anything on this roof? Don't think I can get on those ones. This looks like a house I might be able to enter as well. We're gonna have to do one more once over on each of these buildings just to make sure that I haven't missed a building that I can enter. Nice. Okay, just do a quick look. Not seeing anything shining. Okay, so we got into this building. There's nothing on this edge. Those are all closed. Oh my goodness. Oh, get up there. Nothing up here, right? Okay. Should we talk to you about those notes? So the bribes my secretary mentioned in his journal appear to be true. All that remains is to see what role they played in his illicit distribution enterprise. Okay. Okay, we went into that building already. And we also entered this one. So I think we've entered everything. Let's talk to this guy. He's gone. Has he? At last I can enter my own home. You have my everlasting gratitude. Is there naught I can do for you, good sir? You can provide me with information. Do you know anything of House N's illicit salt dealings? Illicit salt dealings? No, I'm afraid not. And even a source will do. How might one go about prying into the affairs of House End? As you seem quite determined, you may as well search their encampment itself. 'Tis located beside the entrance to the source. If Sorsley has anything to hide, he will most certainly have hid it there. And encampment. If we cannot find the proof we seek there, then it genuinely does not exist. Yet it is also the most brazen and dangerous course of action. We'll have to wait for the cover of darkness. Okay. If you were to search the end encampment, you would best do so at night. Okay. I think we may have followed all of the leads. I'm gonna save real quick. Okay, Lila's secretary's journal. Minister Lila has entrusted me with a secret mission of utmost importance. I am to shadow Minister Sorsley End and monitor his every move. It has been 1 month since I began following Sorsley. House End is very well guarded. I have not been able to learn much, but such an extreme level of vigilance is suspicious in and of itself. I will continue my surveillance once I am able to slip past the guards. Minister Sorsley End met in secret with a number of high-ranked Glenbrook nobles and gave them bribes. I hope to gain entry to House End and discover what those bribes were for. Once I have concrete information, I will make my report to Minister Lila. Okay, looks like we haven't read this. Carved into the side of a mountain, Castle Wolfort is unassuming and unyielding, just like its eponymous house. This veritable fortress was crucial during the Salt Iron War, allowing House Wolfort to stand strong against what otherwise would have been overwhelming enemy forces. Yet visitors who expect to see the domain full of nothing but rugged warriors may find themselves disappointed. Wolfort subjects are a kind and honest folk, fiercely proud of the heroic Lord Simo. Engineers have used the slope upon which the castle town is built to create a system of canals that flow through the streets and provide a clean, comfortable space for the people to live. Stay here long enough, and you are bound to realize that the people's pastoral life is undergirded by their utter trust and confidence in House Wolfort. Beneath their plain exteriors beat strong hearts. One mistakes their kindness for weakness at one's own peril. Okay, let's see if we have anything else new. The Untold War. A fierce battle has raged on between the three nations since before the onset of the Salt Iron War. It is a battle waged over the realm's most delectable liquor. Glenbrook claims that their kingdom's wine is the sweetest in the land. Izant, on the other hand, asserts that nothing surpasses the taste of their fresh coops. And Esfrost insists that their potent distilled liquor is second to none. This is a point over which each nation's people refuse to yield. The history of this war is as old as the three nations themselves. Fierce debates have been held in taverns the realm over, but no conclusion has ever been reached. At the end of all the fighting, only empty glasses and drunkards remain. I mean, debaters. The key to ending this fruitless fight may lie in the words those very debaters muttered out the next morning. Nothing tastes better than water during a hangover. True that. All right. I will not stand for these absurd accusations. What proof have you? I hear rumors of irregular salt shipments. So an unsavory character is making off with the salt, you say? I confess that not even I had noticed, if what you say is true, though I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would they get the smuggled salt to Esfrost in the first place? They used the cargo ship that vanished. Ah yes, the disappeared vessel would figure nicely into this plot. It is fortuitous that you contacted me, and I thank you. I tell you this in the strictest confidence. Talk of House N's crimes has reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorsley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he is engaged in illegal enterprises, as you suggest, I doubt his conscience would allow his books to go unbalanced. He'll have kept a second ledger. A secret account, of course. With that in hand, we'd have all the proof we need. The trouble, though, will be finding it. Okay, we learned about the secret ledger. Minister Sorsley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if there's more that we need to find. Maybe we can talk to one of these guys about the ledger. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Okay. Alright, nothing new there. So at night. Okay, so we need to probably go to his encampment and find the ledger. That's probably our goal, based on everything that we've found so far. Oh. Hold on, this is new. I'm afraid I'm closed for the day. Need to balance the ledger, you see. I'm terribly sorry to intrude, but might I borrow the pen and paper just there? I have a very important letter to write. If such a paper will suffice, then you certainly may. Make use of the inkwell, too. And write that letter to Exan. Okay, interesting. This is an important proposal for Minister Exan. I bid you deliver it to him at once. Very good. I shall see that it reaches Minister Exam myself. That letter should secure Minister Exam's cooperation in exposing Sorsley's crimes. I pray it reaches him soon. Okay, we cannot be too prepared, considering we're up against one of the Saintly Seven. I feel like that was important. That may come in handy big time. I wonder if that means we'll get reinforcements from Exam on the next fight or something. Is in here. Let's talk to the rumor monger again. Okay. I'm gonna make one more round just to be absolutely certain. We got the letter off. Just want to be as thorough as possible. We weren't thorough on the other one that got our fight to be a little bit easier with that extra windmill running, so just want to make sure I'm doing my due diligence here. I think we're good now that we got that letter off. There we go. We needed that morality up. Petting the cat, for sure. Okay, I think we're good. continue. I've heard enough. Now to return to the encampment and organize my thoughts.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorsley himself. What is his crime?
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
How could I have been so blind to his dealings in the upper echelons of my own kingdom?
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Esfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorsley's improprieties.
He kept a secret ledger.
Clarice said Sorsley kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so as not to arouse suspicion.
Making detailed records a necessity. I've no doubt this ledger exists. Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
I think it'll be in the encampment, and we'll have to go at night.
By which you mean Sorsley's encampment.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I wonder if this, like, instead of doing a vote, I wonder if we could choose to go to the ship or go to the encampment, and that's how that works on this one. That could be kind of interesting.
I know its location.
Might the bribe Sorsley plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
We know the ledger tracking the tainted salt exists.
End's encampment is our primary target, then. But it's too dangerous to get near, let alone inside.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
And Sorsley will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence, then. What is our next move?
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Camsell once more.
I hope I made the right choices there. I wonder if they wanted me to say the illicit salt trade on that first one.
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims. Their position growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Camsell, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.
Maybe not. Ask me not.
Minister Camsell will join our cause, won't he?
It's hard to be sure, but we must press our case and have faith. That is all that is in our power to do.
You! Are you House End's dogs?
A messenger, my lord, from the palace. I I seek Lord Serenoa Wolfort.
You have found him.
Lord Wolfort, you have been accused of coercing Minister Sorsley End unto unlawful acts.
Oh, jeez.
Your presence is required at the palace so the Holy One may question you.
House End is the guilty party, not Serenoa.
If you've testimony to give, you are welcome to stand witness at the trial.
My lord, this may be a good opportunity to bring our case directly to the Hierophant and the other powerful entities of Hyzant. I expect the Saintly Seven are not of one mind on this matter. If you can persuade some of the ministers to side with us, Sorsley will have nowhere to run.
Perhaps. Or you could end up the one with his head on the chopping block, Serenoa.
Even so, we cannot make an enemy of Hyzant, else we truly will be alone. I must stand trial, plead my case to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, and hope that they believe me.
I wonder if instead of doing a regular vote, we're going to have to convince the actual members of the Saintly Seven instead. That could be kind of cool. Through like a trial, you know? We plead our case to each one of them using the information that we currently have. Fascinating. The Holy One summons the Saintly Seven to the palace. Camzel and Exam consider their next move.
You've been summoned to the palace, Minister Camzel. The Holy One is to hear the accusations against Minister End and question House Wolfort.
Very well. So, Sorsley has made the first move. Serenoa must not have been able to secure evidence against him after all. But order cannot truly be restored simply by sentencing House Wolfort. I must make of this opportunity what I can.
So there is to be a trial. I see.
The Holy One requires the presence of the Saintly Seven immediately.
And here I thought you nearly had him, Wolfort. Did I overestimate you?
Man, they're making me feel like I missed
No matter.
something still.
There is more than one way to trap a greedy boar. Now then, who will be best put to the task?
Okay. Yeah, they put me down a path without my choice. So, something that we did... Yeah, we didn't get the right evidence. I think I may reload and try... I think I'm gonna try reloading. I think that we went down the wrong path on... Yeah, I wonder if maybe we're supposed to go after the ship instead, but... I mean, the secret ledger... Everything indicates it will be at their base. But maybe we should follow the salt instead. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do, and then the ledger comes later. Alright, I think we found all of the pieces we need. We just need to follow this next tree properly. So, the real crime is that he sold illicit salt. Not really that he bribed our people. That's just something that we know.
He sold illicit salt.
Of that there can be no doubt. One of Hyzant's own saintly seven is a traitor.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorsley's improprieties.
The ledger, the secret ledger is the only thing that is 100% proved. But I guess if we capture them, like, doing the salt shipments, then that's also proved. Let's try and go down that path and see where it gets us. There were irregular salt shipments.
There were irregular salt shipments. If we press him from that angle...
The shipments were irregular. What was the product? I reckon you couldn't tell from looking at it.
Okay, so
And
that's
a pile
probably
of
not
salt
it then.
won't prove our case.
Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
Maybe the only issue that I had was the illicit salt at the start, and we're still supposed to go to Sorsley's encampment. But let's just do this.
So, we'll find the vanished cargo ship.
How do you propose we find something that vanished without a trace? Suspicious as it is, we'd best search elsewhere.
Okay, yeah. I think
There is
that,
no doubt in my mind that
first choice is the
Sorsley
only
was
one I got
engaged
wrong the
in
first time.
illegal salt sales.
We know there were unscheduled shipments of salt, but that alone is not a crime, nor can we prove the salt was tainted.
The vanished cargo ship is suspicious, yes, but we'll not find an unmoored vessel.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him.
Okay, let's reload again and try it with that one difference. And I think that that's what we need.
Serenoa and his retinue know House... Their position growing tenuous, House Wolf...
Okay, let's try this again. My first instincts were right. I just, it's just that first choice that slipped me up. Just because we unlock something doesn't mean it's always the right answer. So, sold. Kept a secret ledger.
Clarice said Sorsley kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so as not to arouse suspicion.
Making detailed records a necessity. I've no doubt this ledger exists. Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
By which you mean Sorsley's encampment.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
So, in brief, Sorsley sold illicit salt, constituting a breach of trust with the Hierophant. House End kept close watch over the transactions and labored to keep them hidden.
Meaning there is a second ledger. The incontrovertible evidence we require.
Okay, so yep, it was just that first choice.
Said ledger would most likely be found at the End encampment, near the source.
Then we shall sneak inside and secure it.
Never forget that we operate on reasoning and supposition. Should our presumptions prove untrue, we will be judged accordingly.
I understand. But the future of House Wolford is at stake. I will not see us fall to ruin through inaction.
The trial seems like it could be fun too, though. But this time we're going to go down this route. Okay. Will the part 2 have a different name now? Most likely it will.
After learning at last where they can find solid evidence to prove Sorsley's involvement in the illicit salt trade, House Wolford moves to secure it.
The carelessness of men. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this is where we're going to end this episode. So, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the next one, we will continue on with this. So yeah, you won't want to miss it. Have a good one. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Louis D, Ivan K, Len, HLLJ, Knife Namaste, Caleb Adkins, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.